Well, commiserations, Gary. I imagine not too many complaints today.
No complaints at all, John. No complaints at all over the 90 minutes. I felt that the only pleasing fact of what came out of the 90 minutes today at the final whistle was the result was only 2-1. Men against boys for long periods. Men against boys in every way of form. You have that. We've done very, very well. You know, don't want to be harsh on the players and the squad. We've done very, very well after 8 games to have the points what we got and where we are. But I think it was a reality check today for a lot of people, whether you're a supporter, whether you're management, whether you're a player, whatever way you look at it, that there's some young players in that team today who will have to learn quite quickly in this league. It's very punishing. You know, there ain't a case of sentiment or, you know, making excuses in any way or form. I was disappointed with the 2 goals we conceded, 2 cheap goals we conceded in every way or form. We've got a wonderful strike. That's over the 90 minutes, as you say, John, but you know, second best. But then I look at the scenario and say to myself, well, you know, we will have these type of days with young players as well as senior players trying to help them. And you know, I don't want to harp on over what's gone on, John, but I think it was evident out there today that you know, the type of players what we have lost, not only as football players but experienced players, with Scott Rendell and Ishmael Yakubu and Mark Ricketts, and then skipper Kieran Murtagh coming off at half time. We looked, you know, a very, very young side, which was, you know, very, very much second best against an experienced side who wanted it a lot more than us, used their experience, showed a lot more desire than us. But hey, at the end of the day, we've done very well, and we have to turn around and give the players praise, give the supporters praise for travelling up here, you know. And I think if anybody would have turned around and said at the start of the season, I always keep saying it, I'm always positive, you know, irrespective of kicking a ball on August the 8th before 3 o'clock, do you want 16 points from 8 games? Would you take winning 5 games, drawing 1 out of the first 8? Everyone would have said yes. We've done well, but we have a situation now, there's no secret about it. Kieran's out injured. I know the situation in respect to, it looks like he's pulled a stomach muscle. He will join the list. You have to keep going, John, you have to keep going, but you know, it is frustrating, and we've got to now turn around and clear our heads, have a week to try and be upbeat and positive and go up to Guiseley next week. We will have to go up to Guiseley next week and have a go, because if we go to Guiseley like we did today, come here, we get done.
And Gary, given Macclesfield's fairly low position in the league, did they rather surprise you with their physicality and their energy levels?
Not really, John, in one way or another. Like, you know, they haven't had the best of starts. You know, they came 6th last season. They've got a lot of very experienced players. We've earned the compliment. We've earned the compliment that we've had a very good start. They went 4-3-3, same as us. And on the day, John, they won too many personal battles. And you know, I can't be too hard on the players in one way, John. You're going to have learning. You're going to have learning curves. You're going to have learning curves, and you're going to have a situation where young players, you know, will make mistakes. They will learn, you know, in various ways and various things where they get punished, to hopefully try and rectify that and do things, you know, more correct. That's part of football, you know. But as I say, over the 8 games we've done well, even though, as I say, it's frustrating today. I've got to be getting on that train back south tonight and looking at the overall picture, where we've got to, the circumstances of what injuries we've had and what injuries we've got, and work going forward again. You know, it's now a case of a situation where we've got a 38 game league, not a 46 game league, and we've got to keep pushing on.
And Gary, you're known not to panic, but obviously, as you say, you've highlighted the fact you've lost 3 very, very experienced players. Is there any scope for you to be able to bring players in on loan, perhaps?
Well, I think that there's a situation where, you know, football clubs work hard. I know there's a structure of football clubs, but you know, football can turn around quickly, John. You know, football can turn around quickly in every way or form, in respect of that you can have a start over 8 games, which is very encouraging, but if you don't turn around and notice things, or you're prepared to turn around and react and do things which are needed. I need some help at the moment. I need some help at the moment in a big way from the board. I've never ever asked the board for any favours or any extra money in my life. I've always been under budget in 4 years, but when you're losing what you're losing at the moment, I will do my utmost with Steve Thompson and the players. But I think there's a reality out there is that football can turn around quickly, and if you don't turn around and see it and stand up and be brave early or quickly enough, things can turn around from having 16 points from 8 games. It can soon reverse, and then it becomes hard. So, you know, we'll see what comes out of things. But, you know, the club is in a position where they know where they are in their finances more than me. But I think that everybody knows that when you lose Ismail Yakubu, Scott Rendell, Mark Ricketts, Kieran Murtagh, the way I have after 8 games, and he got 16 points on the ball, we've done well, and we want to keep our crowds up. You know, we want to keep our crowds up, and at the end of the day, the crowds will stay up, and they will keep up, and they keep supporting with you if you seem to get results and have a bit of quality. So we'll see what comes out in the picture, but I think I've said it all in a nutshell really, John. As I say, I've worked with the same structure over the last 4 years. The budget's the same as what it was in 2011. Everything in life, they say inflation goes up. We'll have to see what happens.
Lovely, thank you very much, Gary, and a safe journey home.
Cheers.